Hey guys, what's up? Dion here. Today we're taking a look at 10 cases for the iPhone 10. Now here we're going to go ahead and get started from the most protective cases to the least protective and most minimal cases that will show off more of the design of the iPhone 10. So yeah, let's go ahead and pick all these back up and we'll start again one by one. Alright guys, so one of the first cases here is the most rugged, and it's kind of like one of these dual layer cases. Now of course there's many of them out there, and you can see how these go. You can basically just put on your phone with the first layer on, and then you go ahead and you attach the second layer. And this is there's more heavy duty ones out there, but I found that like this is pretty much as heavy duty as you need to get if you're not doing like construction or anything, and you don't need like the super heaviest duty thing that won't even let a grain of salt in. Then this will work just fine, just because it has a lot of drop protection, shock absorption, and it looks pretty good too. It's not super thick, it's just thick enough to protect your phone from most things. Now of course, if you do any of those high activities, you might want something with larger lip, or maybe just put a screen protector on this. But I do want to thank the 3 case manufacturers that sent cases out to review: EasyAcc, Rignke Fusion, and Snugg. And more importantly, I want to thank the sponsor for this video, Xtoria, which sent out some really nice cases that we're actually about to check out right now. They sent us out their defense line, and I don't have to say anything positive about it or anything, but I actually really do love their cases, which is why I even contacted them in the first place. And here we have the defense one with a leather back, and the great thing is that we're actually giving some of these away, so feel free to follow the link down below in the description to enter to win one of these in these really cool colors. So yeah, this has a leather backing, and then we have aluminum around the sides, and you can see that it's very thin in the back, so the camera sits very flush and close to there, which looks really nice. We have some openings here, and a lot of rubber there to protect your phone in case of anything. The lip isn't too big, but it's big enough to prevent it from scratching on a surface, and you can kind of see it there. It's rugged, but also still quite thin, and very nice looking. So let's go ahead and move on here. Now, next case we're checking out is a semi-popular one, which is the wallet case. Now I have seen actually people use this. I've personally never used wallet cases on a daily basis. I just, I have a wallet that's separate, but you can see the wallet case right there, and it has some kind of a pleather feel to it here. I mean, it feels really nice and it's very thin, but it's still going to protect your phone from quite a drop, because there is some material around here that could absorb the shock and take it for you. Of course, if this were to open up mid-air, then your screen is gone. So it does have a slight little magnet that's going to keep it from opening, but nothing too dramatic that's going to protect your phone, but it does look very nice. And if you want to put a credit card or something, you can put it right in here and keep it right in there if need be, or maybe even some money. But yeah, that is a wallet case, and of course all the links will be down below in the description to the cases, each one reviewed here, so that you guys can check those out if you want to. Now we move on to another one from Xtoria. This is the defense case without the leather back, so this is actually a clear back. I did show this in one of my other videos, and it's kind of one of my favorite cases out there, just because of this red lining that you got here. And the opening just looks really cool, since it's not a whole clear back, it's just got that cool design, and it's available in a bunch of different colors. So I would actually probably go with a blue color, or maybe even something like this one right here. That's pretty cool. It's got like a bunch of colors and they change with the light, but you can see that there. Let's go ahead and put on the black phone here, since this is a clear back, so that you guys can see how that looks. And yes, here it is there. As I was mentioning, the black isn't like full on black, so it's cloudy. So even when you put it in cases, it's gonna look even more cloudy and less black. So you can see there, it looks more grayish and stuff than you would expect it to look. But that is one of the, depending on you, pros or cons of the color. But let's keep moving. All right, now we have one here from Snugg. Now this is a 2-layer case here, and you've seen quite a bit of these. You basically put on this first, and it's got a nice message there. Thank you for choosing Snugg. Then you put this one on, and there you go. It's a nice dual layer case. It's going to protect your phone quite a bit because it's all rubber. There's barely any plastic here, so that absorbs the shock pretty well. And you even got little nubs on the edges here that are going to protect it even a little bit more whenever you're putting it on a table or anything like that. You can see it there. It's got a nice slip as well. Not too big, not too small, and it's easy to access all the buttons and everything. And of course, all the cases in this video work with wireless charging, and double check to make sure they're all easy to use with the buttons and everything. So all the cases here are very solid. Now, this is kind of an audience favorite. A lot of you guys liked it when I showed it in one of the other videos, and it is a great case. Now, this one's from EasyAcc, and it is very easy to put on and take on this case, which is why it's so great. I mean, it's just a rubber case, and it protects your phone enough to, you know, for any day-to-day thing that you do, and it's still quite thin, very easy to click the buttons in the case, very easy to access anything here. And then of course we got that cutout for the camera, and it just looks very simple and very straightforward. I mean, it looks like a case should look. It's just a case that protects your phone, and it's very simple and very easy to take on and off if you're like me that likes to put on a different case from time to time and change it up or use it without a case. But you can see it there with the black phone as well. And yeah, looks very simple, and it's definitely one of my favorites. Now here we're finally running out of cases. Of course, this is quite a long video, and we have a clear case, which I've never been a huge fan of, just because I don't know, it's just they make the phone look a little bit dirty, especially with this black one. You can see it just doesn't look good. It looks better with the white one, but even then I just feel like it's not really worth getting one of these gel cases. It just has a very odd look to it, and it gets really dirty very easily. And you can see it there. Definitely looks better with the white one, just because the white pops out a little bit more. But this one attracts a lot of smudges, and it's definitely not my favorite, but I thought I'd show it to you guys so I could comment on it a little bit. Now, the last two here are some of the most popular cases that people get. We got the snap-on case, and we got this very simple and very thin, like this is some of the thinnest cases that you can get out there. And these are super easy to put on and take off. And the great thing is that these barely add any bulk to your device. So if you want to keep it very simple and very elegant, then this is probably one of the best ways to go. You can see there how thin the phone looks, and it makes it look very nice, especially with the black one here. It makes it look all blacked out, and even better than without a case, just because the back looks very nice, and it doesn't attract any smudges, which is great. And again, here we can take it off, and we'll put it on this one. Of course, here is the snap case, which has those edges here to make it easy to put on. Everything is open here, so you can access everything and listen to music and everything. And of course, in the back, we got that cutout for the camera. But the thing I don't like about these, they're not the easiest ones to take off. This one was surprisingly easy, but some of them do come a little bit tighter. They're harder to take off. And then here we'll put this one on the phone, and you can see how this one looks here. Very nice and very good. Now, these cases are like $8 or something. I have seen some companies, they're trying to rebrand these really thin cases as something special, and they're charging like $20, $30 for these cases, which is insane. So whenever you see any of these super thin, flimsy cases, just know if it costs more than $10 or $12 or $13, you're getting ripped off, and they're trying to sell you something just because of the way they're advertising it. So make sure you know that if you're going for one of these cases, try to find it on Amazon for cheaper. And I believe this one is also by EasyAcc, and of course links to all these will be down below in the description. Now here I thought at the end I'd add in an extra color here, just because I pretty much used all dark colors and everything. So here's kind of a feminine color there, so you guys can see how the silver one's gonna look with a color like this. Of course, this isn't the nicest color out there. It's not a color that I particularly like, but just so you guys can see how this color looks, or a more feminine color looks with these phones. And of course, it's gonna still look very good. So any color phone case that you put on this is gonna look good. Just depends on your tastes. And yeah, guys, so we are giving away some cases. Make sure to check out the link in the description and enter there if you want a chance to win. But aside from that, if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment down below. Any specific case recommendations to see if the price is right or anything like that, feel free to @ me on Twitter at RMRDNL or at DarkGadgets, and I will get back to you there. And yeah, guys, again, thanks to our sponsor, Xdoria, for sponsoring this video, and also for sending us some extra cases of their defense line to give away. So make sure to check that out. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Goodbye.